Stop right where you are, my beloved child, and listen to the whisper that is vibrating through the very core of your soul. Do not scroll past this moment, for this is not a mere coincidence of a digital algorithm or a random occurrence in your day. I have orchestrated this second, this breath, and this connection because I am the one who knows the end from the beginning. I am the great architect of your destiny, and right now I am stepping into your timeline to stage a divine intervention that you did not see coming. You have been running on empty, feeling as though you are shouting into a void. But I am here to tell you that I have heard every unspoken plea and felt every heavy heartbeat. I am blocking your path in this very instant because there is an invisible danger lurking in the shadows of your next move, and I, your father and your protector, am the only shield standing between you and the storm that was meant to break you. Before I reveal the deep mysteries of the blessing I am preparing to pour into your life, and before I expose the identity of the one who has been working in secret to hinder your progress, I need you to acknowledge my presence in this sacred space. This is your moment to step out of the shadows of doubt and into the light of my grace. I want you to declare your presence before the gates of heaven right now. If you can feel my spirit touching your heart, do not remain silent. Type "I am here, Lord" or 7007 in the comments below to open the portals of favor and signal to the heavens that you are ready to receive what I have in store. By doing this, you are not just typing words, you are performing an act of faith that echoes through the spiritual realm. If you truly believe in the absolute power of my word and my protection, I invite you to join this family of believers. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now to enter into my circle of protection and stay aligned with the instructions I will give you. Do not leave this sanctuary, for this is my final warning and my first promise to you today. The enemy thought they had you cornered, my precious chosen one. They looked at your weariness and mistook it for weakness. They looked at your silence and mistook it for defeat. But they do not know that I have been building you in the secret places. You are not falling apart. You are falling into a purpose so grand that it will shake the very foundations of those who doubted you. In the moments that follow, I will pull back the veil and show you exactly who has been trying to steal your peace and how I am going to dismantle their plans before your very eyes. You have felt the pressure, you have felt the sting of betrayal, and you have wondered why the road has been so narrow and so steep. It is because I do not give big assignments to small people. You have been handpicked for a glory that requires a strength only I can provide. Stay with me, listen to my voice, and do not turn away. For the miracle you have been praying for is not just on the way, it is manifesting in the very atmosphere around you as you listen. My child, I have been watching you through the long, silent hours of the night when the world is asleep and the weight of your thoughts feels heavy enough to crush your spirit. I was there at 3 a.m. when you sat on the edge of your bed, your head in your hands, wondering how much longer you could endure this season of isolation. I have seen the tears that no one else saw, the ones that didn't just fall down your cheeks but soaked into your very soul. Every drop you shed has been recorded in my book, and not a single one has been wasted. I saw you when you whispered my name through a choked throat, barely able to find the strength to pray. I saw you when you felt so invisible that you questioned if I even remembered you were there. Know this, I have never left your side. I was the silent comfort in that cold room, the steady breath when yours was ragged, and the invisible hand holding your heart together when it felt like it was shattering into 1,000 pieces. Your pain is not a sign of my absence. It is the evidence that I am refining something precious within you. I see you when you put on that brave face for the world, walking into the day with a smile that doesn't quite reach your eyes because you don't want to be a burden to those around you. I have seen you forcing a laugh when your heart was actually screaming in agony, pretending everything was fine, while your internal world was a chaotic storm of anxiety and unanswered questions. You have carried the burdens of others, being a pillar of strength for everyone else, while feeling like your own foundation was crumbling. You have felt the exhaustion that sleep cannot fix, a weariness of the spirit that comes from being misunderstood and undervalued by the very people you have poured your life into. I saw you when you were judged for mistakes you've already repented for, and I saw you when you were blamed for things that were never your fault. While others looked at the surface and formed their opinions, I was looking deep into your heart, seeing the purity of your intentions and the depth of your devotion. I am the God who sees, and I am telling you now that your secret sacrifices and your silent endurance have not gone unnoticed by the throne of heaven. There have been moments where you felt like you were drowning in a sea of why and when, gasping for a breath of hope that seemed just out of reach. I have seen you look at your life and feel as though you are falling behind, watching others succeed while you remain in a hidden season of pruning and preparation. But I want you to understand that I am not punishing you. I am protecting you from a level of success you aren't yet grounded for, and I am training you to carry the weight of the massive blessing that is about to land on your doorstep. Every time you chose to be kind when you were treated cruelly, every time you stayed faithful when you were tempted to give up, and every time you spoke words of life while surrounded by death, you were passing the test. I have been watching your character grow in the dark, much like a seed that must first die to itself before it can break through the soil and reach for the sun. You are that seed, my beloved, and the pressure you feel is not the weight of a grave. It is the weight of the dirt you are about to push through to see the light of your new day. Lay down your heavy armor for a moment and let my peace wash over you like a gentle tide. You do not have to perform for me. You do not have to be perfect to be loved by me. I saw you at your lowest, and I loved you then just as much as I love you in your moments of victory. I saw you when you felt disqualified by your past, but I am the one who writes your future, and I say that you are chosen, you are redeemed, and you are mine. The seasons of weeping are coming to an end, and the morning of joy is beginning to break over the horizon of your life. I am touching the parts of your heart that you have kept locked away, the wounds that you thought would never heal, and the scars that you try to hide. I am making all things new. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a victor in training. Feel my presence right now. Let it settle the restlessness in your spirit, and know that the God of the universe is currently rearranging the stars just to make sure my promises to you are fulfilled. My child, I have felt the tremors in your hands and the heavy ache that resides behind your eyes. You have been pushing yourself beyond the limits of human endurance, and your physical frame is beginning to cry out for the rest it was designed for. I have watched you struggle to find sleep, tossing and turning as your mind races with the what-ifs and the how-longs of tomorrow. You wake up feeling more tired than when you laid down, your body heavy like lead, your neck and shoulders tight with a tension that massage cannot release. This is not just physical fatigue. It is the weight of a spiritual battle you were never meant to fight with your own strength. I see the headaches that strike when the pressure of the world becomes too much, and the way your heart sometimes beats too fast with an anxiety you can't quite name. I am the great physician, and I am telling you now that I am intimately aware of every cell, every nerve, and every breath within you. I did not create you to be a machine of constant production. I created you to be a vessel of my peace. You have often wondered if these physical ailments are a sign of weakness or a lack of faith, but I tell you they are a sign of the immense transition occurring within your spirit. Your body is the temple of my spirit, and right now there is a restructuring happening. You are being upgraded to handle the weight of the glory that is coming. When a building is being renovated, there is noise, there is dust, and there is structural strain. That is what you are feeling. The enemy tries to use this vulnerability to whisper that you are failing, that you are getting old, or that you are falling apart. Do not believe those lies. You are not breaking, you are being reinforced. I am strengthening your inner man so that your outer man can stand firm against the winds of change. I have seen you try to ignore the pain, pushing through the exhaustion to fulfill your responsibilities, but I am inviting you to stop for a moment. I am the one who gives my beloved sleep. I am the one who renews your youth like the eagles. Your body is not your enemy. It is a messenger telling you that it is time to lean more heavily on me. Take a deep breath right now, a slow, intentional breath of the life I have given you. Inhale my grace and exhale the poison of worry. Close your eyes for a second and feel my warm, powerful hands resting on your weary shoulders. I am pressing down with a love that anchors you, steadying the shaking in your soul. I am smoothing out the knots of stress that have formed in your muscles and calming the storm in your nervous system. Be still, I say to your heart, and know that I am God. I am the God who sustained Elijah in the wilderness and strengthened Jesus in the garden, and I am here to sustain you. From the top of your head to the soles of your feet, I am sending a wave of divine healing and restoration. The insomnia will flee as I wrap you in my blanket of peace. The chronic aches will fade as my light permeates your bones. You will not just survive this season, you will emerge with a vitality that defies your years. You are being rebuilt from the inside out, for the mission ahead requires a body that is rested and a spirit that is soaring. Rest now, my precious one, for I am the one who never slumbers, and I am standing watch over you. My beloved child, I have watched the poison of betrayal seep into your life, from the very hands you once held in friendship and trust. There is a specific kind of sting that comes when the person you defended in public is the one who speaks against you in private. I have seen the confusion in your eyes as you replayed conversations, wondering how someone you loved so purely could turn so cold. I was there when you felt the cold steel of a knife in your back from an inner circle you thought was your sanctuary. You gave your time, your resources, and your heart to people who only saw you as a stepping stone or a source of supply. They mistook your kindness for weakness and your silence for ignorance. But I am the one who searches the hearts and minds of all. I have heard every whisper in the dark, every secret plot hatched in jealousy, and every lie crafted to tarnish your name. While you were weeping over the loss of a relationship, I was actually answering your prayer for protection. I was removing the wolves in sheep's clothing before they could destroy the destiny I have prepared for you. I saw you when you stood alone, feeling the crushing weight of being misunderstood and misrepresented. I saw you when you wanted to scream the truth to the world, but you chose to hold your tongue, trusting that I would be your vindicator. I saw the sleepless nights where you wondered what you did wrong to deserve such cruelty. Let me tell you the truth. You did nothing wrong except carry a light that their shadows couldn't handle. Your light exposed their hidden motives, and instead of changing, they chose to attack the source. I have watched them smile to your face while digging a pit for your feet. But take heart, my chosen one, for they have not realized that I am the one who holds the shovel. I will cause them to fall into the very pit they dug for you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment I will condemn. You do not need to fight this battle of reputations. I am your defense, and I am currently building a testimony out of your tears that will leave your enemies in awe of my power. The betrayal you suffered was not meant to break you, but to break the chains that kept you tied to people who were never going to go where I am taking you. I had to allow the separation so that you could walk into the palace I have designed for you without the weight of parasites who would only drain your spirit. Every person who walked away from you was a door that I slammed shut to keep the wrong energy out of your next season. I am healing the trauma of being used and discarded. I am pouring the oil of my spirit over the wounds of your heart, smoothing over the jagged edges of resentment. Do not allow bitterness to take root in the soil of your soul, for that space belongs to me. I am replacing the false friends with divine connections, people who will see your worth, protect your heart, and walk with you in the fire. I am the God of justice, and I will restore to you sevenfold what the enemy tried to steal through the hands of those you trusted. You may feel lonely right now, but you are never alone. I have been your most faithful friend through it all. I am the one who stayed when they left. I am the one who cheered for you when they mocked you. I am the one who knows your true character even when your reputation is being attacked. This betrayal was the Judas kiss required for your resurrection. Without the cross of betrayal, there could be no crown of glory. You are entering a season where I will prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. They will be forced to watch as I lift you up, not out of spite, but as a testament to my faithfulness. Let go of the anger. Let go of the need for an apology you may never receive, and let me handle the justice. Your hands were made to hold blessings, not the heavy stones of vengeance. Stand tall, my child, for the very people who turned their backs on you will one day look up to see the glory I have placed upon your life. Have you ever asked me with tears streaming down your face and a heart heavy with exhaustion? Father, why me? Why must the road be so narrow, the burden so heavy, and the battle so relentless? I hear that question echoing in the deepest chambers of your heart. And today I am whispering the answer directly into your soul. You are experiencing this intensity not because you are cursed, and certainly not because I have forgotten you, but because you are marked with a divine seal. Before I even breathed the stars into existence or laid the foundations of the earth, I knew you by name. I set you apart as a chosen one, a vessel of honor designed for a purpose that transcends the ordinary. You carry a frequency of light that is rare in this world, a celestial spark that I place deep within your spirit to illuminate the darkness of this age. This light is not something you can manufacture or hide. It is the very essence of your being. It is the reason why strangers are often drawn to your kindness. But it is also the reason why those living in shadows react to you with unexplained hostility. You have always felt like an outsider, a misfit in a world that prizes vanity and conformity, because you were never designed to fit into the structures of men. You were meant to stand out as a beacon of my glory, a living testament to the power of my grace. The intensity of your trials is directly proportional to the magnitude of the calling I have placed upon your life. Understand this spiritual law: the enemy does not waste his arrows on those who pose no threat to his kingdom. He attacks the ones who carry the keys to his downfall, the ones whose very existence threatens the strongholds of darkness. Your light is a strategic threat, and that is why you have faced such fierce opposition from such an early age. Many times you wondered why you were singled out for hardship while others seemed to sail through life with ease. It is because I was building spiritual muscles within you that are required for the weight of the crown you are destined to wear. The loneliness you have felt for so long was not a sign of abandonment. It was my divine hand pulling you away from the noise of the crowd so that I could tune your ears to the frequency of my voice. I have been refining you in the secret place like gold in the furnace, burning away the dross of worldly dependence and self-reliance, so that only the pure, unadulterated reflection of my image remains. You couldn't have a normal life because you were created for an extraordinary mission. Do not look at your current circumstances as a prison of despair. Instead, see them as a sacred womb where your true identity is being birthed. You are a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a person for my own possession, destined to show forth my praises to a world that has lost its way. Your sensitivity, which you once thought was a weakness, is actually your greatest strength. It is your spiritual radar, allowing you to feel the movements of my spirit and the needs of the brokenhearted. You are being prepared to carry a weight of glory that would crush an ordinary person, but I have reinforced your spirit with the iron of endurance and the gold of faith. Every scar on your heart is not a mark of shame, but a credential of your authority. You cannot lead where you have not been, and you cannot heal what you have not first felt. Your life is a blueprint for a miracle that will encourage thousands of other weary souls. The season of being hidden and overlooked is coming to a close. I am about to bring you out of the shadows and place you on a lampstand where your light will be seen by all. You are my chosen one, and your light is about to shine brighter than the noonday sun. Before I reveal the hidden tactics the enemy has used to sabotage your peace, I want you to confirm your identity. Do not let the thief of doubt steal this moment. If you believe that you are indeed a chosen one and you are ready to step into the light I have for you, let the heavens hear your voice. Type "I am a chosen one" or 888 to signify your new beginning. By doing this, you are coming into agreement with the destiny I have written for you. Also, do not forget to join this community of light. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now as an act of faith, signaling that you are ready to walk this path of purpose with me. This family is your support system, and your engagement is the fuel that helps spread this message to other chosen ones who are still lost in the dark. Your light is too precious to be hidden any longer. It is time for the world to see what I have placed inside of you. Now that I have revealed the glory of the light you carry, I must pull back the veil on the shadow that has been trying to extinguish it. The enemy you face is not a physical person, though he often uses people as his instruments. His tactics are subtle, calculated, and designed to drain you slowly rather than strike you all at once. Have you noticed how every time you take a step toward your purpose or finally start to feel a sense of peace, an unexpected financial burden suddenly appears? Just as you prepare to sow into your future, a repair is needed, a bill is forgotten, or a resource is cut off. This is the tactic of the devourer, an economic warfare intended to keep you in a perpetual state of survival. The enemy knows that if he can keep your eyes locked on your bank account and your mind consumed by the fear of not enough, you will be too distracted to see the more than enough that I am preparing. He targets your provision because he wants to make you believe that I am a distant father who does not care about your daily needs. He wants to turn your prayers into pleas for survival rather than declarations of dominion. But his strategy does not stop at your resources. It moves aggressively into the sanctuary of your heart and your most cherished relationships. Have you felt the sudden, inexplicable shift in the atmosphere of your home? Have you wondered why people who once supported you have suddenly become cold, or why petty misunderstandings have turned into towering walls of silence? This is the spirit of discord, a maneuver used to isolate the chosen one. The enemy knows that there is power in divine agreement, so he sows seeds of confusion and suspicion to ensure you feel alone in your battle. He whispers lies into the ears of those around you, making them misinterpret your intentions and judge your silence. He wants to drain your emotional energy through constant conflict and the exhaustion of defending yourself, so that you have no strength left for the spiritual mission I have assigned to you. By making you feel rejected by man, he hopes to make you believe that you are also rejected by me. He uses those closest to you as mirrors to reflect a distorted image of who you are, hoping you will accept the lie that you are a burden or a failure. And then there is the most insidious tactic of all, the mental fog and the spirit of heaviness. It is that weight that settles on your chest the moment you wake up, a cloud of discouragement that tells you it is too late, that you have missed your window, and that your best years have been wasted in the wilderness. The invisible enemy uses the comparison trap, parading the highlight reels of others' lives before your eyes to make your journey feel insignificant. He weaponizes your past mistakes, replaying them in your mind like a broken record to keep you anchored in guilt and shame. This is a strategic attempt to keep you in the waiting room of your life, making you believe it is a prison cell rather than a place of divine construction. He wants you to stay hidden in your cave, paralyzed by the fear that you are not good enough, not strong enough, or not holy enough to be used by me. But I am exposing these traps right now so that their power over you is broken. Listen to my voice rising above the static of his lies. I see every invisible string the enemy has been trying to pull to manipulate your emotions and your circumstances. I am cutting those strings one by one. I am dismantling the strongholds of lack and the altars of confusion that have been built against you. The enemy is fighting so hard for your attention because he has already lost the battle for your soul. And he is terrified of what will happen when you finally realize who you are in me. Every arrow of discouragement he has fired at you is being collected by my angels, and I am turning them into fuel for the fire of your testimony. You are under my divine surveillance, and no tactic of darkness can bypass my grace. The confusion is lifting, the drain is stopping, and the clarity of my purpose is about to flood your mind like the first light of dawn. Listen closely, my beloved, for the words I am about to speak are not merely ink on ancient pages. They are the living, breathing decree of the King of Kings, issued from the throne of eternity specifically for your current situation. I am the potter and you are the clay, but I am also the architect of the heavens who has built a fortress around your soul. My word is a sharp, double-edged sword that cuts through the lies of the enemy and carves out a path where there seems to be no way. When I say that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, I am giving you a guarantee that transcends the laws of this world. Notice that I do not say the weapons will not be formed. In this life you will see the blacksmiths of darkness forging arrows of sorrow, disappointment, and lack. You will see the fires of the enemy's forge glowing in the distance as they attempt to create a trap specifically tailored to your weaknesses. But I want you to hear me clearly. Though they form the weapon, they cannot control the outcome. Though they sharpen the blade, they cannot touch your spirit. I am the one who created the blacksmith, and I am the one who holds the wind in my hands. If I do not permit it to strike, it will surely fall to the ground, powerless and broken. I have seen the tongues that have risen against you in judgment, those who have used their words as daggers to pierce your reputation and steal your joy. They have whispered in secret corners, building a case against you based on half-truths and jealousy. But my decree is absolute. Every tongue that rises against you I will condemn. You do not need to defend yourself in the courts of men, for I am your supreme advocate. I am the one who knows the purity of your heart and the integrity of your walk. While they are busy weaving a web of lies, I am busy weaving a tapestry of glory for your life. Their words are like dry straw in the face of my consuming fire. Every false accusation, every bitter curse, and every silent wish for your failure is being neutralized by the power of my blood. You are my heritage, and your vindication comes directly from me. You are not a victim of human opinion. You are a subject of divine favor. When you walk through the fire, the flames will not kindle upon you, because the fourth man is already in the furnace, making the heat feel like a refreshing breeze. This promise of protection is your birthright as a chosen one. It is the legal document of the kingdom that ensures your safety as you fulfill the mission I have given you. When the enemy tries to tell you that you are vulnerable, remind your soul that you are hidden in the secret place of the Most High. You are covered by my feathers, and under my wings you shall find refuge. My faithfulness is your shield and your buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but the destruction shall not come near you. Why? Because you have made me the Lord your habitation. You have trusted in the invisible hand rather than the visible threat. This is the spiritual armor that makes you invincible in the face of adversity. Your scars are not marks of defeat. They are the evidence that you survived what was meant to destroy you. I am breathing a new level of authority into your spirit right now. Stand tall and square your shoulders, for the Creator of the universe is your bodyguard. There is no shadow so dark that my light cannot penetrate, and no wall so thick that my power cannot shatter. You are walking in a season of divine immunity. The traps that were set for you will catch those who laid them. The barriers that were meant to stop you will become the stepping stones to your promotion. You are not just surviving. You are being positioned for a victory that will leave a mark on history. Believe in the word I have spoken to you, for my words never return to me void. They accomplish exactly what I sent them to do, and right now I have sent them to surround you like a wall of fire. You are safe, you are protected, and you are destined for greatness. My child, do not be dismayed by the pruning shears that have been active in your life lately. I know it has felt as though parts of your soul were being stripped away, and you have looked at the empty spaces where people, dreams, and comforts used to be with a sense of profound loss. But I want you to understand the heart of the gardener. A vine is not pruned because it is dead. It is pruned because it has the potential to bear much more fruit. Every door that I have closed and every person I have removed from your life was done with a surgical precision born of my infinite love. I am clearing the clutter from your path so that you can run unhindered into the greatness I have prepared for you. You have been holding on to things that were familiar but were actually keeping you from your destiny. I had to create a vacuum, a space of silence and lack, so that when I pour out my new blessing, there is enough room to contain it. The stripping away was not a sign of my anger, but a preparation for my abundance. You are being refined in the fire, not to be consumed, but to be made into a vessel that can hold the pure oil of my spirit. Do you feel the shift beginning to happen within you, even as you hear my voice? Do you feel the heavy burden of why starting to dissolve, replaced by a quiet, steady peace that surpasses all understanding? This is the evidence that the refinement is working. If you can feel this peace settling into your bones, if you can feel the weight lifting off your tired shoulders, I invite you to take a step of faith right now. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel to confirm that you are my chosen one, and that you accept the work I am doing in your heart. Your presence in this moment in this spiritual community is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment and a testament to the depth of my love for you. By aligning yourself with this message, you are signaling to the heavens that you are ready to move from the season of pruning into the season of blooming. The old is passing away, and I am making all things new. Imagine your life as a container that was once filled with the murky waters of compromise, old habits, and the expectations of others. To fill you with the crystal clear water of my favor, I first had to pour out the old. This hidden season you have been enduring, where you felt overlooked, undervalued, and isolated, was actually my construction site. I was digging deep foundations into your character, reinforcing your spirit with the steel of endurance and the concrete of faith. You cannot build a skyscraper on a sidewalk foundation, and the level of success and influence I am bringing you to requires a depth that only suffering and waiting can produce. I am teaching you how to trust me when you cannot see me and how to believe my word when your circumstances scream the opposite. This refinement is your entrance exam for the much that I am about to entrust to you. You have passed the discouragement test and you have remained faithful in the little things of the wilderness. Now you are ready to be a steward of the much in the promised land. The pressure you have been under was never intended to crush you. It was intended to produce the diamond within you. Real blessings are heavy and they require strong, mature shoulders to carry them without being destroyed by pride or greed. I have been watching you solve problems with grace, face difficulties with courage, and handle betrayal with a heart of forgiveness. Each of these challenges was a training exercise designed to strengthen your spiritual muscles. You are stronger than you think you are, and you have more endurance than you ever imagined. I have seen your faithfulness in the dark, and now I am ready to reward you in the light. The delay was not a denial. It was a divine shield keeping you hidden until your character was strong enough to match the magnitude of your calling. The gates of your new season are already swinging open, and you are stepping through them not as a victim of the past, but as a victor of the future. The rise is coming, and it will be swifter and more glorious than you ever dared to dream. My beloved child, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and breathe in the stillness of my presence. While you have been worrying about the locks on your doors and the security of your future, I have been constructing a fortress that no human hand can touch. I am the God who is a wall of fire around you and the glory in your midst. Right now, at this very second, a divine shift is happening in the atmosphere of your home. You may have felt a heavy cloud of tension arguments or a strange sense of unease lingering in your rooms lately. But I am clearing that out with the wind of my spirit. I am placing a seal of blood upon your doorposts, the same mark that caused the destroyer to pass over in the days of old. Your household is no longer a playground for the enemy's schemes. I am sanctifying your space, turning your home from a place of stress into a sanctuary of rest. Every corner of your dwelling, from the foundation to the roof, is being saturated with my light, pushing back the shadows that have tried to take up residence in your peace. Look with your spiritual eyes and see the sentries I have posted at your gates. I have commanded my angels concerning you, and they are standing at every entrance and exit of your life. There are mighty warriors of light stationed at your front door, and they carry flaming swords that turn every way to keep out any spirit of lack, sickness, or discord. These heavenly hosts do not sleep and they do not slumber. They are on a divine assignment to guard your going out and your coming in. When the enemy tries to send an arrow of bad news or a spirit of fear toward your household, it hits a shield of fire that he cannot penetrate. I am protecting your children, your spouse, and even the generations yet to be born. I am covering your finances and your health under the shadow of my wings. You can sleep tonight with a deep, undisturbed confidence, knowing that the host of heaven has taken up a permanent position around your property. You are not just living in a house, you are living in a tabernacle of my protection. This protection is not just for your physical building, but for the invisible boundaries of your mind and heart. The shield of fire is burning away the seeds of anxiety that the enemy tried to plant in your family's thoughts. I am restoring the joy of your home. Where there was shouting, there will be singing. Where there was silence and distance, there will be warmth and connection. I am taking the things that were meant to tear your family apart, and I am melting them down in the fire of my love to forge a bond that cannot be broken. Do not fear the reports you hear in the world, for your home is under a different jurisdiction. You are a citizen of heaven, and your residence is covered by a celestial insurance policy that never expires. If you believe that my shield is surrounding you and your loved ones right now, do not stay silent. This is a moment to activate your faith and lock this protection into your reality. Type "My home is protected" or 777 in the comments below to claim this divine guard over your life. As you declare this truth, feel the temperature of your spirit begin to rise. The cold grip of fear is losing its hold because the fire of my presence is too intense for it to remain. I am the Lord who guards the city, and unless I guard it, the watchman stays awake in vain. But I am awake and I am active. I am even protecting the things you haven't thought to pray for yet. I am shielding your reputation, your career, and your mental clarity. This shield of fire is an announcement to the principalities of darkness that you belong to me and you are off limits. No plague shall come near your dwelling, and no evil shall befall you. Walk through your house today with a new sense of authority. Point to the walls and know that they are reinforced by the Word of God. You are safe. Your family is safe. Your future is safe. I have spoken it, and so it shall be. My child, I have seen you staring at the numbers that do not add up. I have heard the heavy sigh you release every time you open a bill or check your balance, feeling the cold weight of not enough pressing against your chest. You have felt as though you were pouring your hard-earned resources into a bag with holes, watching your efforts vanish before you could even enjoy the fruit of your labor. But listen to the sound of my voice today. The season of the locust is over. I am the God who promised to restore to you the years and the resources that the swarming locust, the hopper, the destroyer, and the cutter have eaten. I am not just a God of survival. I am the God of overflowing abundance. I am moving right now to settle the debts that have kept you awake at night and to break the cycle of lack that has haunted your family for generations. Over the next 7 days, I am initiating a series of divine appointments and sudden breakthroughs that will begin to shift your financial landscape from a desert into an oasis. This is not a message of mere wishful thinking. It is a spiritual decree. Within the coming week, pay close attention to the coincidences that begin to manifest. I am stirring the hearts of people you haven't spoken to in years. I am opening the eyes of decision makers to see your true value. You may receive a phone call, an unexpected email, or a notification that seems to come out of nowhere, but it is actually coming from my throne. I am the one who can cause a stream to flow in the wasteland, and I am the one who can cause a harvest to grow where nothing was planted. The doors that were locked tight against your prosperity are being shaken by my power. I am removing the obstacles that have blocked your path, and I am granting you favor in rooms you haven't even entered yet. This restoration is not based on the world's economy or the fluctuations of the market. It is based on the inexhaustible riches of my kingdom. If you can feel the heavy atmosphere of lack beginning to lift and the light of my provision starting to break through, I invite you to pause and align yourself with this movement. Do you feel your heart beating with a new sense of hope? Then do not let this moment pass without a witness. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now. This is more than just a digital action. It is a signal to the spiritual realm that you are stepping into the flow of my abundance, and that you belong to this family of the chosen. By joining us, you are placing yourself under the canopy of my daily guidance and protection. Your agreement here on earth activates the release of my resources in heaven. Do not hesitate, for the window of your restoration is opening wide, and I want you to be positioned to catch every drop of the rain I am sending. I am preparing you to handle this coming wealth with wisdom and a heart of gratitude. I am not just giving you money, I am giving you a mission. I am blessing you so that you can be a blessing to others, a channel through which my love can flow to the broken and the needy. As I restore your finances, I am also restoring your confidence and your joy. You will no longer walk with the spirit of a beggar, but with the dignity of a child of the King. If you believe that I am breaking your chains of debt and opening the storehouses of heaven for you right now, Type "I receive my breakthrough" or 1111 in the comments. Let this be your signature on the contract of my promise. The enemy tried to starve your dreams, but I am setting a table of abundance before you. Within these next 7 days, you will see that I am indeed the God who provides and that my timing is always perfect. My beloved, I have heard the whispers behind closed doors and seen the mocking smiles of those who thought they could bury your reputation in the dust. You have stayed silent while they were loud, and you have remained humble while they were arrogant. But know this: the court of heaven is now in session, and the scales of my justice are tilting powerfully in your favor. I am the God who sees the hidden intent of the heart, and I have recorded every act of malice used against you. You have been in a season of being trampled upon, but I am raising you up to a height they cannot even fathom. Those who plotted for your downfall did not realize they were dealing with my chosen one. They thought they were burying you in a grave, but they didn't realize you were a seed. Now that seed is about to break through the surface and bloom in a way that defies their logic and shatters their expectations. I am bringing forth your righteousness like the dawn and your vindication like the noonday sun. I am preparing a banquet for you in the very presence of those who wished for your starvation. They will be forced to sit in the front row and watch as I pour the oil of divine favor upon your head until your cup overflows with blessings. This public restoration is not meant to satisfy your ego, but to manifest my glory through your life. Those who spoke lies about you will find their own words turning into bitter ashes in their mouths. Those who tried to close doors on your career and your dreams will find themselves knocking on the very doors I have opened for you, seeking the favor that only you now carry. You do not need to lift a single finger in your own defense, nor do you need to waste your breath explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. I am your shield, your great advocate, and your vindicator. The very people who once looked down on you will be forced to acknowledge that the hand of the living God is upon you. They will see your peace, your abundance, and your glow, and they will have to admit that I have loved you with an everlasting love. Do not hold on to the poison of resentment, for vengeance belongs to me, and my justice is far more complete and perfect than anything you could ever devise. I am turning the tables right now. The trap they carefully set for your feet has captured them instead. The pit they dug in secret for your downfall has become their own stumbling block. I am making your enemies your footstool, not for you to gloat, but to demonstrate to all that no power on earth or in the shadows can stop what I have ordained for your life. You will walk with a new level of quiet authority and unshakable peace, knowing that the battle has already been won at the highest level. The voices that once caused you to tremble will now fall silent as you walk into the room. I am healing the deep wounds of rejection and replacing them with a crown of divine acceptance. Your season of being the overlooked underdog is officially over. Your season of being the honored victor has begun. Watch as I move through your social circles, your workplace, and your family, settling every account and righting every wrong. My justice is swift, it is thorough, and it is final. Your enemies thought they had the last word, but I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I have the final say over your life, and my word over you is victory. I am stripping the power from those who use their influence to hurt you. I am exposing the shadows and bringing the truth into the light. You will stand tall not because of your own strength, but because I am the one holding you up. The shame they tried to put on you is being transferred back to them while I wrap you in a robe of honor. Rest in this truth: if I am for you, it does not matter who was against you. Their weapons are breaking, their plans are failing, and your rise is inevitable. My precious child, I know the human heart often struggles to hold on to faith when the eyes see only shadows and the ears hear only the silence of the waiting room. You have listened to my words today, and a part of you feels a flicker of hope, yet another part whispers, "Is this truly for me, or is it just a beautiful dream because I love you with a depth you cannot yet comprehend, and because I want to anchor your soul in the absolute certainty of my presence? I am giving you a tangible token of my truth." Within the next 24 hours, from the moment these words reach your spirit, I will send a specific sign into your physical world to confirm that everything I have promised you today is real and already in motion. This will not be a sign you have to hunt for, it will find you. It will be so clear and so timely that you will feel a shiver of divine recognition run through your veins, and you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Creator of the universe is speaking directly to you. Watch the numbers that appear before your eyes as you move through your day. I am going to align the clocks, the screens, and the signs around you to show you sequences like 11-11, 77, or 12-12. These are not mere coincidences, they are my digital fingerprints on your timeline reminding you that I am the God of order and timing. But I will go further. Look for a sign in the natural world, perhaps a white bird appearing where you least expect it, or a single white feather crossing your path as a reminder that my angels are currently stationed around you. You may even receive a sudden unexpected phone call or a message from someone you haven't heard from in a long season, carrying a word that mirrors exactly what you have been praying about in secret. When this happens, do not brush it off as luck. Stop in that moment, breathe my name, and realize that I am pulling back the veil just enough for you to see my hand at work in the details of your life. This sign is the bridge between the spiritual word I am speaking and the physical manifestation you are about to witness. It is my way of saying I see you, I hear you, and I am moving on your behalf. If you are ready to receive this confirmation, and if you are keeping your eyes open for my hand in the next 24 hours, do not let this moment of revelation pass by in silence. Type "I see" your signs, Lord or 444 in the comments right now to activate your spiritual alertness. By doing so, you are telling the heavens that you are tuned into my frequency and ready to witness the miraculous. You are shifting from a state of questioning to a state of expectation. The enemy wants you to remain blind to the wonders I am performing, but I am sharpening your vision today so that you can see the beauty of my grace unfolding in real time. As the sun sets and rises again, keep your heart in a posture of radical gratitude. The sign I am sending is only the beginning. It is the herald of the massive shift I have planned for your destiny. This is the moment where your faith becomes sight. You have walked through the fog for so long, but the atmosphere is clearing. I am the God who answers by fire, and I am the God who answers in the quiet whispers of a perfectly timed coincidence. Be bold, be expectant, and be ready. Your confirmation is already on its way to you, traveling through the circumstances of your day to meet you exactly where you are. When it arrives, let it be the seal upon your heart that your season of struggle is over and your season of glory has begun. My beloved chosen one, the season of your hiding is officially over. For years you have been in the cave of refinement, learning to lean on my voice when all other sounds were silenced. You thought you were just surviving, but in truth you were being equipped. I did not just save you from the fire to keep you comfortable. I brought you through the flames to make you fireproof so that you could go back and pull others out of the same heat. You are no longer just a follower. You are being commissioned as a leader in my kingdom. I am breathing a fresh wind of authority into your spirit right now, a mantle of power that will cause the darkness to tremble when you enter a room. You have been mended so that you can become a healer. You have been comforted so that you can become a source of strength for the brokenhearted. I am transferring a spiritual sovereignty to you, a royal authority that allows you to speak to the mountains in your path and watch them move. This is the moment of your deployment. As I restore your finances and your peace, understand that I am making you a reservoir of my grace, not just a vessel that holds it. I am giving you a new mission to be a lighthouse in a world that has lost its way. People will begin to seek you out, drawn to the light that I have placed within you. They will come to you for wisdom, for prayer, and for a hope that they cannot find elsewhere. Do not be afraid of this new responsibility, for I am the one who will speak through you. Your words will carry a weight they never had before. They will be like seeds that take root and bring life to barren places. You are being positioned as a spiritual gatekeeper in your family, your community, and your workplace. I am giving you the power to break generational curses and to open doors of opportunity for those who have been forgotten. You were once the one crying out for help, but now you are the one I am using to answer the prayers of others. This new power is not for your own glory, but to demonstrate the reality of my kingdom on earth. I am giving you discernment to see through the masks that people wear and the spiritual sensitivity to know exactly what to say in every situation. You will find that tasks which once felt impossible are now effortless because you are no longer working in your own strength. I am aligning your desires with my will so that when you pray, you are praying the very thoughts of heaven. This is a transfer of kingship. You are stepping into your identity as a son or daughter of the King. You will walk with a new posture, a new confidence, and a new vision. I am opening your eyes to see the fields that are white for harvest, and I am giving you the tools to gather it. Your life is no longer about just getting by. It is about expanding the borders of my love and light in every direction. I am cloaking you in a new level of divine immunity as you step into this mission. The enemy will try to intimidate you because he sees the authority you now carry, but his threats are hollow. You have the keys to the kingdom, and whatever you bind on earth is bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth is loosed in heaven. Use this power wisely. Use it to lift the fallen, to clothe the naked, and to bring light to the dark places. You have been chosen for such a time as this. The world is waiting for the manifestation of the children of God, and you are one of them. Take my hand and step forward. The training is complete, the anointing is fresh, and the mission is clear. You are my ambassador, my hands and my feet. Go forth with the knowledge that the entire host of heaven is backing you up. My beloved child, the air around you is thick with the residue of heaven, and the words I have spoken into your soul this day are not mere whispers that will fade with the wind. I am the Alpha and the Omega, and when I speak, the foundations of the earth tremble and the fabric of time aligns itself with my will. Every promise I have made to you in this sacred encounter is now a divine decree written in the ledger of eternity with the ink of my unchangeable love. My words shall not return to me void. They are even now performing the surgery on your life that you have prayed for. As you listen to these final breaths of my message, know that a spiritual seal is being placed upon your forehead and your heart. You are being marked as untouchable by the forces of darkness. The shielding I have described is now fully operational, a shimmering wall of celestial fire that surrounds your thoughts, your body, and your home. Your fate has shifted in this very hour. The trajectory of your life has been recalibrated from one of struggle to one of sovereign success. This is the moment of the great activation. I have poured out my heart to you, revealed the tactics of your enemies, and promised you a restoration that will leave the world in awe. But a covenant requires your agreement. To lock this prophecy into your physical reality and to ensure that the thief cannot steal the seeds of hope I have planted, you must seal this word. Do not let this moment pass into memory without a final act of faith. Type Amen or I receive in the comments right now to signify that you accept my terms. My timing and my triumph. When you type these words, you are not just interacting with a screen. You are signing a spiritual contract in the presence of my angels. You are saying to the universe that you no longer belong to the shadows, but to the light. This amen is the lock on the door of your past and the key to the gate of your future. Let the resonance of your faith echo through the spiritual realm, declaring that it is finished, it is done, and it is yours. As you step out from this digital sanctuary and back into the world, you do not go as the same person who entered. You are walking with a new rhythm, a new authority, and a divine escort. I urge you, my chosen one, do not depart from this family of light. Press the like button one final time and ensure you are subscribed to this channel, for this is the wellspring where I will continue to provide you with the manna of my guidance. This community is your fortress, a gathering of souls who, like you, have been called out of darkness into my marvelous light. Your engagement here is a signal to the heavens that you are committed to the path of the chosen. And do not be a reservoir that only holds my blessings. Be a vessel that overflows. Share this message with 3 people who are currently in their own wilderness. Your act of sharing is a spiritual seed. As you help others find their shield, I will strengthen yours. As you light the way for the lost, I will make your path shine brighter than the noonday sun. I am breathing my final blessing upon you for this day, but do not think for a moment that this is the end of our conversation. I am with you in the grocery store, I am with you in the boardroom, and I am with you in the quiet of your car. My peace, which surpasses all human understanding, is now settling deep into your nervous system. The anxiety is gone. The heavy spirit has been replaced by a garment of praise. You will look in the mirror tomorrow and see a different light in your eyes, the light of a victor, the light of a king, the light of my own heart reflected in yours. The chosen one is no longer a title you hear, it is the identity you live. Walk with your head held high, for the creator of the stars is walking beside you, holding your hand and clearing your way. Every mountain has been leveled, every valley has been raised, and the glory of the Lord is being revealed in you. Stay alert, for this is only the beginning of a grand revelation. There are deeper mysteries I have yet to show you, and a major turning point is approaching that will require your full attention in our next meeting. A new gate is appearing on your horizon, and what lies behind it will exceed everything you have ever dared to imagine. I have more to tell you, and the next stage of your training is about to commence. Until we speak again in the stillness of your soul, remember that you are loved with an everlasting love. You are protected by a wall of fire, and you are destined for a throne. Go in my power, live in my peace, and wait with holy expectation, for the best is not just coming, it is already here. It is done. Amen.